And this is Tim Kelly, who's with Bring It Promotions. Right, sit down there. Right. So this, first of all, this team's very good, and we expected them to be good, and I think our team in the first set, I was very pleased with the way we played. We didn't win that set, but we played it real cleanly. I think we served the ball well, and we disrupted them a little bit. We were equal with them in blocks, but they had 19 kills. Okay, so team. I mean, I can't remember last time somebody has 19 kills against us. You know what I mean? And I thought we played a pretty good set, but then second set gave up a long point run, and I didn't like the way our team responded competitively starting in the second set. We had some moments where we did a couple of good things, but I just. A team like this is so good, and I think the tempo that they play at, especially with their quick stuff and the tandem stuff that they do, they run what we kind of call a zero tempo in the middle. The setting's excellent, and they get your middles up in the air, and they run a lot of those tandem type plays. We don't see that very often. They run the 1 foot takeoff fast stuff behind the setter. I thought we did an okay job on that. We didn't do a very good job on the second tempo stuff in the middle. And it was shocking to our team, and it disrupted our team a little bit. And then I thought they didn't actually serve all that tough in the first set, and then they started bombing serves in the second and third set. And, I still felt like we passed the ball well enough to side out against these guys. We need to be better in our outside hitting positions. We're just going to have to figure out how we can manufacture more kills by those guys. I thought our middles were good. Outside hitters, we got to be better.
For you guys, when did you kind of get a sense of what type of team you're facing, and were you kind of eyeing them in warm-up, seeing what they had, and once it started, was it kind of like, okay?
I remember watching the Chinese team come and play here in 2011, and they were extremely athletic, and so I don't know. I was definitely expecting a really tough match. These kids are crazy athletic and really talented, and they don't make a lot of errors. So I do think, as Tom said, that was a little shocking to our team. And, I don't know. I think we should respond a little better than we did. But it's definitely good to play those kinds of teams because we need that in order to grow.
Yeah, I mean, what's it like having just that kind of feeling of an exhibition, kind of mid-season, totally, probably different type of team you guys are facing? Is that part of maybe the mentality that you didn't respond so well? Because there's a part of you in the back of your head that's it's not a match, so to speak, or just what were you guys kind of feeling going into Derby?
Personally, I was really excited. When I was at Long Beach, I was able to play a team from China, and I had a great time. And I think it was a good opportunity before we start conference to play a team that's really mature and really efficient. And because when you go into rallies, they don't lose those. You have to keep fighting and working really hard. So I think it was something that we needed to prepare for conference.
Tom, I remember the first set, it was extraordinarily long rally, the longest one we've had all year here.
Mm-hmm.
You were pretty fired up at the end. Is that kind of what you were talking about yesterday? You have to earn your points, and that's what you're hoping your team would kind of learn a little bit.
Yeah. And I thought that was a fun rally. I thought it was good. Got the crowd fired up a little bit. I thought our team played well through it. But, it's hard to do that throughout the course of the entire match, but we need to.
You guys think this will be valuable moving forward? This is just a learning thing, step in the process?
Yeah, I do. And I hope this kind of is a little shock to our team is, okay, we got to figure out how to play well over an entire match instead of kind of just keeping it in one set. So hopefully this will be a good wake-up call.
Doing rallies like that, is it busy too, just to kind of have fun playing? It's kind of that doesn't count towards your record?
I think regardless of whether or not it counts towards our record, it's super fun to play teams that come at you swinging, and they're great athletes. So regardless of whether or not it's on our record, it's going to be fun, and we have to have fun in order to win.
Is it tough to deal with
Yeah, they're very good blockers. They're very efficient. We definitely, had a hard time getting some kills just because they were always there. You know, they have great footwork in their block, and they're just a really good team.
Tim, can you tell us kind of how this comes about and kind of what this does, being able to play?
Yeah, there's a handful of teams around the world every year that know they can come over here and get some help. You know, depending on where we go, they get various amounts of help being hosted, and we try to mix it up a little bit where they go. Obviously, we have a lot of good connections with Colorado State staff and Tom, and we know they do a great job taking care of people here, so it's a really fun place to bring people. And there's really nothing more tricky to it than that.
Was it fine for everyone? Was it kind of fun? I mean, exchange the little gifts at the start, team picture thing. Was it kind of cool to just share this experience with people you work with?
Yeah, today when we were going through our walkthrough, Tom said something that was really cool. He was talking about how our cultures are super different and where we come from is super different, but we have this one thing in common, which is volleyball. So it's cool that we get to experience that.
What were the gifts that they gave you? Yeah, a chance to let that in.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They were in boxes, so
Yeah.
it'll be a nice little surprise.
How unique of an experience was this for you as a coach?
It's great. I've done some other coaching in some international trips with Tim before. We played the Tianjin team back in 2011. It's unique, and I learn as a coach every time I go through something like this. You know what I mean? And you begin to realize how different some teams are, how good some teams are, and it's fun to go through. I'm happy that team's not in our conference. But, it's interesting. Wyoming went 5 with them last night. Wyoming played them and really blocked them much more effectively than we did. And I think Wyoming's a good team. And, it's hard to go into Laramie and play right off the airplane. But I think you're going to see a really good team when they come here. I think it's October 20th or something like that? 13th, yeah.